Race fans, we are a mere moments away from bringing out the cars of the USAC AMSOIL National Championship Sprint Car Series and the semi-feature that'll be put up here on the racetrack here in just a couple of moments. As officials and staff get back into your designated spots, we are set to roll them here in just a few moments. You see the Toyota Racing Development Pace vehicles and safety trucks, push trucks of USAC ready to push out those vehicles and be ready to send them here as we get ready for one 12-lap semi-feature. Lap semi-feature. The top 6 will advance. Everybody else is on the trailer for Friday night's portion of the 10th annual running Winter Dirt Games here at Bubba Raceway Park. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give you your starting lineup. Semi-feature for USAC on the pole. The number 39 comes to us out of Winchester, Indiana. He's in the Goodnight Racing Pallet Builders, Lumber and Things, Gene Goodnight, Maxim Chassis, Claxton Chevy Engine, Matt Goodnight in 39. Matt Goodnight in the 39. To the outside, out of Hanford, California, in the car number 98E, Eberhard Zierzow Racing, Fox Paving, AMSOIL, Howard Law, Maxim Chassis, Claxton Chevy Motor of Chad Baseflug. Chad Baseflug in 98. Row number 5 on the outside, starting 10th, car number 20G, rookie driver for 2019, out of Mounds, Oklahoma, in the Randy Gas Twister Chassis, Arrowhead Electric Twister Chassis, Chevy Motor of Noah Gas. Noah Gas in the 20G. Starting 9th in car number 21A, Chattahoochee, Ohio, in the Mark Henry, Martin Up Tire and Muffler, Dick Lumpkins Auto Body, DRC Chassis, Claxton Chevy, Travis Harry in 21H. Starting 8th outside, row number 4, car number 42, out of Lima, Ohio, rookie contender, and the Tide Tilton Performance Powder Coating, Schaefer Racing Oil, Binnick Enterprises, Maxim Chassis, Claxton Chevy, Entry Motor of Tide Tilton. Tide Tilton in 42. Starting 7th in car number 75, another rookie driver for USAC in 2019 out of Washington, Indiana, Dustin Christie Racing, Hoffman Tire Tree Services, Brigman Body Shop, Maxim Chassis Mopar. As the field enters the speedway now, Justin Christie in 75. Starting 6th, outside row number 3, car number 52 out of Willow Branch, Indiana, in the L&R Isaac Chapel Racing, CVH Enterprises, Superior Consulting, DRC Entry, Claxton, DRC Chassis, Claxton Chevy Motor of Isaac Chapel. Isaac Chapel in 52. Starting 5th in car number 5K, coming to us out of Owensville, Indiana, another USAC 2019 Rookie of the Year contender in the KO Motorsports, Davis Brother Collision and Repair, Engler Machine and Tools, Spike Chassis, J&D Chevy Motor of Kent Schmidt. Kent Schmidt in 5K. Starting 4th on the outside of row number 2, car number 3, coming to us, of course, out of Elizabethtown, Indiana, and the Jackson Racing Excavation Plus, the Cure Starts Now Foundation, DRC Trainer Chevy Motor of Dakota Jackson. Dakota Jackson in 3. Starting 3rd in car number 3R out of Princeton, Indiana. He comes to us, of course, in the Rocksteady Racing Mach 1 chassis, Lucas Oil Center Oil Lube Wash Mach 1 chassis, Foxco Chevy Motor of Kyle Cummings. Kyle Cummings in 3R. And on your front row, on the outside, car number 98 out of Hanford, California. That's going to be Chad Baseflug. Chad Baseflug in the 98E out of Hanford, California. And on the pole, the car number 39 of Matt Goodnight. There we go. There's your lineup from the back to the front for the semi-feature. 12 laps coming up next here at Bubba Raceway Park. Six drivers will advance to the A-main. Everyone else on the trailer done for the night. They'll come back and rally for the final day tomorrow. Remember, we start everything an hour ahead of schedule tomorrow. So basically, on-track activity will begin at 6 p.m. instead of 7 p.m. Driver warm-ups for the warm lap sessions for the sprint cars will begin at 5:30. So warm engines will begin at 5:30 for the USAC AMSOIL National Championship sprint cars, and the on-track activity with hot laps will get underway at 6 p.m. Big thank you to all of the sponsors for USAC. Thank you again to NOS Energy Drink, AMSOIL, Hoosier Racing Tire, Flow Racing. Also thank you again to the Fatheads Eyewear. We'd also like to acknowledge Simpson Race Products, Competition Suspension Incorporated, Autometer, and Indy Race Parts. Thank you also again to Saldana Racing Products and KSC Racing Products as well. Thank you again to Willwood Brakes, VP Racing Fuel, the official fuel of USAC, Racing Electronics, the official communication of USAC Racing, and iRacing, the official motorsport simulation of USAC, Elliott's Custom Carts and Trailers, official trailer of USAC Racing. Thank you also again to Roger and Barb Tappy. Thank you also to more sponsors, including our great folks for Winter Dirt Games 10, ProSource. And thank you again to Flamingo Sandy, India Mafia, and Hughes Racing for the Passing Master Award sponsors. Appreciate it very much. Follow USAC Racing online on the official website, usacracing.com. You can also like USAC on Facebook by searching USAC Racing. Follow USAC Racing on Twitter, Instagram, and Snappy Chat. Okay, Snapchat. I call it Snappy Chat. On Snapchat at USAC Nation. USAC Nation. Ready to go with the semi-feature. 12 laps. The top 6 advance to the 30-lap A-Main feature here later tonight in the 10th annual Winter Dirt Games here at Bubba Raceway Park. The Toyota Research Development entry makes its way off of turn number 4. Lights flashing. Going to show the field a couple more laps here before we turn them loose. Thank you to T-Brake and Trains for being the official sponsor of the TRD truck. Thank you again to Toyota for being a part of what they do with USAC Racing. So Matt Goodnight, Chad Batesflug on the pole. Goodnight and Batesflug on the pole from Indiana and California. Then you got Indiana and Indiana on row number 2 with Cummings and Jackson. Schmidt and Chappell both out of Indiana. Christie and Tilton out of Indiana, making up row 4. Ohio and Oklahoma making up row 5. Iowa and Missouri making up row 6. Lights are off on the Toyota Pace Truck. We go green next time by.
Cool. Fire, 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 fire.
Ready to go. Taking 6 in the semi-feature for the USAC AMSOIL National Championship Sprint Cars. Friday night in Ocala. Green's in the air. Oh, trouble! Bottom of the racetrack spins. Will he stall? He will. Caution's out. No laps complete. They'll double them up and go again. Is that Ty Tilton over there in 42? No, car number 3R. It's actually Kyle Cummins. Kyle Cummins going around over there in turn number 2. Kyle Cummins in 3R. So the caution is out. No laps complete. We'll go back. We'll go again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll re-rack them and restack them and go again. Lights are off around the speedway. Another 12 laps semi-feature here at Bubba Raceway Park on a Friday night. Here they come in a turn number 4. We'll try it again, take 2. Green's in the air, we're underway. We'll try it now. Back straightaway. Watch that video board in the infield. You can keep up with timing and scoring. USAC's on the ball tonight. Off of turn 4. Here they come to the line. Lap 1. Give it to Dakota Jackson. Jackson leads lap 1. Base Fluke's in the number 2 spot. Schmidt the 3rd. Goodnight 4th. 5th is Chapel. They go to the single file down to the back stretch in the 3. Trying to make some moves here. Nice battle brewing up for 4th spot. Well, that goes in the transfer position. They all slide their way back off into the corner. Trouble going around. Spinner, 75. That's going to be Dustin Christie in 75 spinning, and caution will come out again. Simply looped around and lost it. Shades of where Kyle Cummins spun around in 3R. And we go back out of the caution flag. Dakota Jackson still leading the way in the car number 3 from Elizabethtown, Indiana. Dakota Jackson was a veteran of USAC Silver Crown and Sprint Car competition. Oh, thank you. A veteran of USAC Silver Crown and Sprint Car competition from Elizabethtown, Indiana. Dakota Jackson out in front. Chad Baseflug in the number 2 spot. 2016 USAC Most Improved Driver. Owner of 6 career USAC National Sprint Car wins. From Hanford, California, the number 2 position. And Kent Schmidt in the 5. A regular here at Ocala when the USAC Sprints come to town. A veteran of USAC Sprints and Midgets. Back to green. Up the racetrack they go, back in the turn number 1 and 2. Back straightaway, Dakota Jackson gets the jump on the whole shot. Baseflug in 2nd, Schmidt the 3rd for the Team NOS Energy entry. They'll make their way off of turn 4 for the slider, 3 wide for 4th. They'll fan back out now, double file to the inside comes Chapel and Goodnight. They'll battle door to door for that position. Chapel up the racetrack, here comes Goodnight to follow. Up the wall goes one machine, that's Travis Harry and Noah Gass. They'll hold it together as Dustin Christie tries to get back going again, coming through the field. To the line, we're 4 in of 12. 1/3 of the way through. 2 to the halfway marker, and it's still Dakota Jackson out in front. Semi-feature underway now for the USAC AMSOIL National Championship Sprint Cars here at Bubba Raceway Park. Still out in front, Donovan Jackson, Baseflug, Schmidt, Chapel, and Goodnight. Top 5, no change in those positions. They'll come to the line this time by, and they will come to halfway. It will be 6 down and 6 to go. Off the corner, still Jackson leading. Jackson roars his way back in the corner number 1 and 2. Look out, there goes the machine of Schmidt getting loose there for a moment. Chapel was there as well. They go to the back straightaway, trying to make a move here into turn number 3. Off of turn 4 to the line. Lap 7 this time by of 12. 3 cars now under the blanket for the number 2 spot, led by Baseflug, Schmidt, and Chapel. Cummins is on the outside looking in. He's at least in the dance, including Goodnight. Harry's on the outside, behind everybody else going home. Off of turn 4, back to the line. Dakota Jackson roars his way back to turns number 1 and 2. To the back straightaway. Baseflug up the top of the racetrack as well. They follow each other to the backside. Into turn 3. Nobody can catch Dakota Jackson. 1.138 seconds interval at the line. They come to the stripe now, and it's going to be lap 9 of 12. 3 to go. 3 laps to go for Jackson up the racetrack. Baseflug one more time to the bottom. On the back straightaway, they go into turn number 3. Here comes Schmidt and Chapel trying to size each other up for 3rd. Meanwhile, they're running out of time. They come to the line. The bullhorns are up. 2 to go. 2 laps remaining on the flag stand. Doug Denham on the flag stand doing a great job flagging all of the big races here in Florida for Sprint Cars and Midgets for USAC. Off of turn 4 to the line. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go for Dakota Jackson. Jackson powers his way up the outside lane. 1 more time, going to try to get around the lap car of Robert Bell. To the back straightaway they go. Nobody will be able to catch the driver. And the number 3 from Elizabethtown, Indiana, it is Dakota Jackson. He'll take the semi-feature for Friday night's Winter Dirt Games for USAC in the AMSOIL National Championship Sprint Car Series. Chad Baseflug will go to the number 2 spot. Isaac Chapel will finish it.